Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We will slowly get started with recitation. I know that still there is like food coming to this station. Some people are getting food, but we will get started so that inshallah we can still get you out of the door and we can get into our program as soon as possible, and that we are cutting back the program a little bit to factor in so that you are still leaving here at a reasonable time. I am going to invite, and we will start the program with Qur'an recitation. Before we welcome our wonderful MC for tonight, State Representative Medina Wilson Anton. First, we are going to have the Qur'an recitation. And today, alhamdulillah, we are honored to have with us Brother Muhammad Amin from Islamic Academy of Delaware, ISD, Islamic Society of Delaware. And he's going to start us. Bismillah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن قارون كان من قوم موسى فبغى عليهم وآتيناه من الكنوز ما إن مفاتحه لتنوء بالعصبة أولي القوة إذ قال له قومه لا تفرح إن الله لا يحب الفرحين وابتغ فيما آتاك الله الدار الآخرة ولا تنس نصيبك من الدنيا وأحسن كما أحسن الله إليك ولا تبغ الفساد في الأرض إن الله لا يحب المفسدين قال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي أولم يعلم أن الله قد أهلك من قبله من القرون من هو أشد منه قوة وأكثر جمعا ولا يسأل عن ذنوبهم المجرمون فخرج على قومه في زينته قال الذين يريدون الحياة الدنيا يا ليت لنا مثل ما أوتي قارون إنه لذو حظ عظيم وقال الذين أوتوا العلم ويلكم ثواب الله خير لمن آمن وعمل صالحا ولا يلقاها إلا الصابرون فخسفنا به وبداره الأرض فما كان له من فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان من المنتصرين وأصبح الذين تمنوا مكانه بالأمس يقولون ويك أن الله يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء من عباده ويقدر لولا أمن الله علينا لخسف بنا ويكأنه لا يفلح الكافرون تلك الدار الآخرة نجعلها للذين لا يريدون علوا في الأرض ولا فسادا والعاقبة للمتقين من جاء بالحسنة فله خير منها ومن جاء بالسيئة فلا يجزى الذين عملوا السيئات إلا ما كانوا يعملون صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum. It's so beautiful to see your lovely faces from up here. I have a wonderful view. Jazakumullah khair for coming. We selected this sequence of verses from Surah Al-Qasas, stories or parables, in a time and an age that we have billionaires running amok in the world, in our country, in our beloved country, causing mischief and havoc. And these verses speak to how one deals with such people. This sequence talks about Qarun, which is the name of a cousin of Moses and a cousin of Aaron, Harun, alayhim as-salam, peace be upon them both. And he had some things to say, and we're going to see how God responds to his conversation. Qarun was one of Musa's people, but he oppressed them. We had given him such treasures that even their keys would have weighed down a whole company of strong men. His people said to him, "Do not gloat, for God does not like people who gloat." That's what we need to be doing. Those good people continue. "Seek the life to come by means of what God has granted you, but do not neglect your rightful share in this world. Do good to others, as God has done good to you. Do not seek to spread corruption in the land, for God does not love those who do this." Answered he, Qarun. He is called Korah, by the way, in the Old Testament. Answered he, "This wealth has been given to me only by virtue of the knowledge that is in me." You note the arrogance? Can you think of somebody else who talks like this? Two people? Did he not know that God had destroyed the arrogant of many a generation that preceded him? People who were greater than he in power and richer in what they had amassed. But such as are lost in sin will not be asked about their sins when punishment arrives. He, Qarun, went out among his people in all his pomp, and those whose aim was the life of this world said, "If only we had been given something like what Qarun has been given. He really is a very fortunate man." But those who were given knowledge said, "Alas for you, God's reward is better for those who believe and do good deeds. Only those who are steadfast will attain this. We caused the earth to swallow him," Qarun, and his home. He had no one to help him against God, nor could he defend himself. The next day, those who had the day before wished to be in his place exclaimed, "Alas for you, Qarun! It is God alone who gives what he will, abundantly or sparingly, to whichever he will of his creatures. If God had not been gracious to us, he would have caused the earth to swallow us too. Alas, indeed, those who deny the truth will never prosper. We grant the home in the hereafter to those who do not seek superiority on earth or spread corruption. The happy ending is awarded to those who are mindful of God. Whoever comes before God with a good deed will receive a better reward. Whoever comes with an evil deed will be punished only for what he has done." May God give us the guidance and the perseverance to heed these words from God and take note. Thank you.